How's it going, everyone? Basically, the story is I recorded a few clips of Siege the other day. There were some pretty good clips, but there was no audio. So I thought, let's not waste them. What we're going to do is we're going to do like a little analysis video. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? There's only like 2 clips I want to show, really. Just so that they're not wasted. So yeah, we're going to be watching the clip. I'm going to be talking over it and just explaining what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. It's essentially it. So let's get into it then. So this first clip we've got is me playing Pulse. We're on Clubhouse, bottom floor. Let me shrink my cam. So yeah, I'm playing downstairs. I'm giving information to the roamers upstairs, which is Sedani playing Legion. So just letting her know where they're sort of playing towards so that she could maybe possibly make the flank. This is when I realised we haven't reinforced hatch, even though they had barned it anyway. So I'm trying to get some information for people around kitchen and main stairs. I'm already picking up one who's in kitchen now. So there I was trying to see if he was going to sort of slow down so I could maybe get a nitro or a shotgun kill. But yeah, unfortunately not. He was on the move. So there I noticed that one's down main stairs. And if you look at the timer, you know, we've got a whole 2 minutes left. And it's looking like they're making quite an aggressive push. So this is when we need to do something. Yeah, we need to get ready for what they're about to do. Because it looks like they're about to execute. So as you can see, we're now 3v5, unfortunately. I tried to go for a little peek there, but realised I'm Pulse with a shotgun. The shotgun isn't great, so I'm not going to go for that prone peek, because that will be pretty unfortunate. Again, I'm a bit cautious of this hatch since they opened it. I know that, you know, kitchen hatch is a common drop and plant area, so I'm a bit cautious. I'm scanning again. If I'm a bit bunged up, it's because I got a cold, unfortunately. So yeah, 2v5 now. Our roamer just got picked off as well. It looks like they're aggressive with their sort of play style. Unfortunately, picking us off one by one. So we've got Sneaky playing blue, as you can see there. So I don't have to worry about this door because he's covering that at the moment. He's also keeping an eye on Motor, which narrows it down to we sort of know where they're coming from. I scanned kitchen, so they're not coming kitchen at the moment. They're coming down main stairs. So here I'm making the peek, just a little cheeky one. All right, I wouldn't suggest doing this a lot, especially since I've got a pistol. Not the best gun to peek with, but I fancied my chances. So I had a little peek, had a little shoot, and I gave up because I knew that I didn't have advantage there. So I'm making like these holes here, just put a bit more aggression towards them, show them that we're not just going to sit back and hide sort of thing, because if they see that, then they're going to be more aggressive. They're going to start pushing up more and more. So if you apply that aggression back towards them, they might sort of take a few steps back a little bit. That was sort of the aim with the playstyle here. But as you can see, my final teammate has been picked off, which means it's just me, a 1v2 situation. At this point, unfortunately, we don't have the audio, but I know that he's called that Motor. They had the Motor hatch and they dropped. So it looks like they're going for a church a church plant. So I've got a pretty good idea of where they're coming from and what they're going to do. But I'm still a little bit cautious of around me, say like the hatch above. One could always flank around. But with this team, they played well. They played well together, most importantly. So I had a good assumption that they were both together. So I'm trying to get like a peek here into church, seeing if I can get anyone off guard. I know that they've probably also trying to peek me because they have a pretty good idea of where I am. So I'm kind of thinking I've got to play this smart but also aggressive because they have the whole of church, right, which is a bomb site. So I can't just sit back and allow them to plant, because they can plant and then they could just push me, which I don't want. I want to put the aggression towards them. So I'm making moves up to the church site. Obviously a bit cautious of blue because we have a rotate there. Here's one IQ, fortunately looking into blue. So I was able to quickly peek round, swing this main door and pick her off. So now it's a 1v1, and I've got a pretty good feeling that we're going to clutch. So I know that the Hibana was with the IQ as well, because a Hibana dropped with IQ, because it was called Hibana dropped motor. So I'm peeking around here, seeing if I can spot her. Pretty risky swings there, but there's only so much I can do with a pistol and a shotgun as pulse. So I've brought out my little cardiac scanner here, trying to get any sort of information on where the Hibana is. I did hear her over here, which is why I've quickly sort of gone over here. But again, I'm not sure if it's the vertical up here, if you can see my cursor, or the main stairs. But I'm going to assume it's motor, because that would be the best assumption, right? That they were playing motor and bomb site. And since my cardiac scanner isn't picking her up, it means she's far back enough to be in motor or at the back of church. So that's my assumption so far. So I'm thinking, all right, she's playing back there behind a bomb roughly, because that's another common way to plant as well. And at this point, I have a very good idea of where she is. And then I hear her plant, and that gives it all away. I get it, she had to plant. She's only got so much time left, but it gave it all away to me. I knew exactly where she was at that point. So I got the nitro out because I don't want to swing with a pistol, because she could easily come off the plant and get me with the Hibana rifle, which is a good gun. So I'm going to throw a nitro, stay as far back as possible, keep my distance, and stay as hidden as possible as well. So I chuck it over quite a lob and manage to get the planter. So yeah, that was our first clip. We've got another one here. This will be our last one. So here we are, we're playing Frost. Same game, I believe. We're on Clubhouse and we're playing Gym and Bedroom as our final defending round. So for this site, I like to play Frost, which is very good since there's a lot of windows for this site and they jump into a lot of windows, which means you could probably pick up an easy kill or two if they don't expect it. And on this site, I like to play in cache because you can open up this wall here, if you can see it. I'll probably show in a sec. I'm just trying to get some reinforcements in, but they're already pushing, it seems. Yeah, they've already got top garage control. So yeah, as I was saying before, this wall here, if you open this up, you can swing around to the left and you have a whole view of bedroom and gym, right? So you have a sight of both windows where they jump in. So I just think that's a really powerful position to play, especially on this site, because it's a very long angle where they don't usually expect it. So yeah, here I am playing Pulse at Frost behind the shield. They're being very aggressive, same as the other rounds. I've just managed to see one there. Unfortunately, peeked off it at the wrong time. So being wary of where they may push from. Just trying to hold an angle here. They're hitting my construction window there. So I step back a little bit, so I'm out of that line of sight. Unfortunately, I've been yinged here as well. So I run out into construction, but it still gets me. So as soon as I was unblind, I ran straight back in and I realized they're not pushing up. I'm not sure why they yinged it and decided to just, all right, we'll just wait for a bit. So it gave me a good opportunity to just go back to my original position and just keep that sort of aggression on them. Not so much aggression, but just keeping them at bay. They're very hesitant to move up right now, just because I'm playing Frost behind this shield. They're having a hard time sort of pick me off and get rid of that obstacle. So yeah, I've got one on the window. He just tried shooting me, but still can't get a line of sight on me. So I'm sort of moving in between cache and construction here, just trying to keep them on their toes basically. So I'm not sitting at one spot too long. Because if I am droned and they know exactly where I am, they could probably easily get the kill. So I'm just sort of moving in between, trying to be a bit unpredictable with it. So I peeked at the door there, managed to get the thermite. I'm a bit wary of that wall because it's not reinforced and they could easily wallbang me from there. What I was thinking in my mind, all they had to do was drone me out without me seeing, ping exactly where I was, and for someone to be on the other side of that wall and just wallbang me. So I'm a bit cautious of that. As you can see as well, I'm just doing like little quick peeks, just keeping the aggression on them, keeping them at bay. So the Ashe is also being a bit aggressive, trying to push up, but again, I'm just continuously peeking and firing. It was at that point where I see the Ashe being more and more aggressive. She's ready to make the move. Ashe, in my opinion, has a better gun than Frost, so I pull back. I've dropped down into stage, through bar, and I'm going to rotate back towards my teammates. Because as you can see here, we've got 30 seconds left, and I don't see the point in holding cash. And it's quite far away from sight. Their goal now is to either kill us all or plant. So I'm going to make that difficult for them by staying all together and close to sight. So I'm rotating all the way back to play with my teammates, and I'm going to use these feet holds that I made earlier in logic. So these feet holds originally were meant to stop anyone playing in logic, because there's the hatch, right? So if they drop hatch, I'm playing in cash, I can easily turn around, go into construction, prone, and see their feet. So that was the main goal of the footholds there, to stop anyone playing in construction, in logic. But now, as we're in the final few seconds of the round, I've managed to rotate all the way back to site and play on the opposite side. So I'm going to stop them from pushing through cash where I was originally playing, because I know that's where they're pushing from now. So we got the Ashe. I'm just holding that angle, and there she is, dead. And there was one on the window, also dead. Made it very difficult for them to push up and make a move by applying that aggression. It's not just aggression as well. I feel like with the aggressive playstyle, there isn't much thinking in it. You just, run in and shoot. But this sort of playstyle I like. It's a mix of aggression and thinking, because obviously I'm sorry. Siri, please. Because I'm being aggressive, I'm keeping them at bay, pushing them back as Frost, as a defender, which is wasting a lot of their time pushing up to site. As you can see, they only had 30 seconds left by the end of the round to get to site, and I was that obstacle in their way that stopped them from easily just running through cash, construction, and getting the bedroom plant. But again, there's also the thinking side, where I knew as time got shorter and shorter, what was the point of me risking my life being so far away from sight, away from my team, where it could easily turn into a 2v2 and the attackers could easily win. So I knew at that point, I'm going to rotate back to sight. I'm going to play it smart and safe. So yeah, should be a quick little video there. Just wanted to use the clips that I liked, but unfortunately couldn't use in, my typical sort of montage, whatever you want to call it, of clips. So yeah, I hope this helps anyone as well. Sort of get into the idea of like movement and positioning. I'm not saying I'm a master or anything. I'm not saying I'm a pro. I just thought these clips were good examples of playing it smart and sort of aggressive at the same time. And I think that's very important to keep in mind. I'm also thinking about doing a guess your rank type of video. I think that'd be pretty fun. Again, I'm no professional. Like, this isn't, Bolo guessing your rank sort of video. I just think it'd be fun to see if I can correctly guess your rank and see how you guys play as well. Let me know if you want that in the comments. And if so, I'll set up some email or whatever so you can email me your clips. And yeah, that'll be a cool thing to do. And as always, thanks for watching. Like and sub, and see you in the next video.